Come on in, everybody. Come on in and join me for my live stream today. It's Sunday. Today is Sunday, September 22nd. It is 11:59 a.m. Soon to be 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm getting ready to break my fast today. I just got home from church not too long ago. It was a very, very fantastic sermon that they preached today. Um, I'm getting ready to eat. So I'm going to start eating. I'm sitting here, wait for people to go ahead and come on in. If you come in and you have any type of questions that you want to ask me, go ahead. If you have anything that you want to contribute, go ahead. If this is your first time here, I'd like to welcome you into my channel. I'm known as Keto Granny. On this channel, I like to share my weight loss journey. And I also encourage others to share their weight loss journey, their weight loss tips, their successes, their fails, share different things that have happened to you along the way that you can share with someone else to help them be able to make better decisions as they are on their journey. But I have been doing the 75, I call it the 75 soft to hard challenge. And I have been having some great, great results on this challenge. I got up today and I got ready for church. I'm gonna have to get up for just a moment to go get something. Let me show you my dress, y'all, that I have. I like this dress. I picked it up. This is a dress that I picked up. Let me see. So I wore this morning in church. Let me put this over here. And I even decided, hey, this is my dress. I like this dress. I picked this up some time ago. I picked it up around the time from my family reunion. I haven't really worn it since. But I like this, the way that it fits and it flows. And this is one of my newer outfits, and I said I was going to show you all one day. So I'm liking the way that it's fitting. Um, what do you do? What type of things do you do for yourself to make yourself stay motivated? Let's see, we have Joshua. Hey, Joshua, welcome, welcome. Yes, you're the first. You're usually always the first one into my streams. Welcome, welcome into my stream, and happy and then just talk. And I keep fading in and out, and I really, really don't know why. So if you lose me, I'll be back. Okay. But anyhow, I have just a small piece of my keto protein sparing modified fasted cake that I'm eating. And this is the strawberry cake, you all. It tastes so good. I'm not for sure how it's showing up there, but I know with my streamer sometimes things fade through. Mm, still so good. Hi, Emre. How you doing? So glad that you can tune in. I just came from church. And like I said, it was a very, very good sermon. Last night, my sister wanted to go out and eat, so we went out and we ate at Applebee's. Normally, when I go out, I have such a hard time finding stuff to eat. But last night, they had a chicken and shrimp dish, and it had potatoes on the side. They didn't have broccoli or that I could substitute it with or anything that was broccoli. So I had the mashed potatoes. I ate a little bit of the mashed potatoes, but I gave everything basically to my husband, to Kenny. So he's in there eating that this morning because I ended up bringing some home. But I did take some of the chicken, the shrimp, some of the grilled onions, it looks like, and some of the grilled mushrooms. And I made myself just like a little taco. Let me show y'all what I'm eating. I had showed it earlier, but I have a taco here. So that's my taco, a regular taco, this one here, with some ground beef. I have a little bit of Kobe Jack cheese on there, squirt of sour cream, and just a little bit of salsa. And then on this one here, I ended up putting like a couple pieces of chicken, a couple pieces of shrimp, like I said, the onions, and I think I put a little sauce on there too. But this is how I'm breaking my fast this morning, just basically with leftovers. And I do that a lot. I do that a lot, use the leftovers. Mm. How did you all's week? That's so good. This cake is so, so, so good. And I don't know why I didn't count. I did once before, the calories and everything, but it's been so long ago. I just got so used to making this. Calories, and I'm getting a lot of protein. So I just kind of just use it as that. Whenever I want a treat, something sweet, I have it made in the refrigerator, and I can go in there and cut a piece of cake, have maybe some almond milk with it if I want. But I usually like to have it along with my coffee too. Right now, I'm out of the decaf coffee. I don't really like to use regular coffee. The doctors always told me that it contributed to my irregular heartbeat. And I just always accepted what they said as far as that. But maybe it's something I should check into. But I know caffeine does hype you up and make your heart race. M. Ray says when you use intermittent fasting, there's always leftovers. Yes, it is. There's always leftovers. And I'm always doing a meal prep because I like to have some food available for me in the refrigerator. Joshua is speaking to M. Ray. There's a big up. Hello, Joshua. Coffee with no sugar is good for keto low carb. Yeah, it is, but it's just that the caffeine, I believe, is what bothers me because it's supposed I have AFib, and so it's supposed to contribute to that. So I stopped drinking coffee. I mean, like regular coffee. Wow, so long ago, I just really can't even remember. But I'm craving a coffee treat right now. I don't have that. I got to go to the store and get some decaf coffee and like my sugar-free whipped cream. I've got to get those things to add to that. Anyway, I got my drinking water here. That's what it was. I got to take my medicine. So I'm going to get up and get my medicine and probably leave you all here for a moment. Let's see. Joshua says, I love decaffeinated coffee with creamer. Zero sugar. Helps me sleep. Okay. Yes. I can't drink coffee before I go to bed. I did that one day last week, but I drank the coffee earlier in the evening because I was wanting to have like a little bit more choice as far as what to drink. And I know a lot of people they drink their coffee throughout the day. I'm just not one who has been able to do that. But last week I did have a cup of decaffeinated coffee. Um, was my I call it my treat. I had that in the evening, and I really did enjoy it before I went to bed, and it did not keep me up either. These bottles collapse when I'm drinking out of them. But when I went to church, it was so nice outside, and I was like having plans, like okay, I may go to a couple of garage sales or something today, because I'm just trying to find a few things. But I'm so excited because I hope I'm going to be able to get my things from Seattle very, very soon, which is what I am working on. I have Cash App for being first chat sometimes. Oh, okay. I'm trying to leave because it's a trigger for me. It lead it led to me breaking my fast. Okay. I know if you keep it below 50, is it keep your coffee below 50? Is it 50 calories? Then you shouldn't break your fast. And usually, if I put some heavy whipping cream in mine, I try to put less. If it says a tablespoon is 50 calories or a tablespoon is 45, I'll put a little less. If I'm using if I'm doing just the heavy cream. But otherwise, if I'm doing things that has very few calories, like adding a little bit of the um, what is that? The sugar-free whipped cream on top. Um, and then I have the Splenda. What is it? It's a French vanilla flavoring, like for the coffee, and I use that. And I'll try to keep my calories under 50, and that way I feel like I'm not breaking my fast. And that's what's in my head here. Joshua's water is life and helps you live longer life and longevity. Yes, water is life. I'm always drinking water. I try to aim at least for 4 of these today. At least 4 every day is what I try to drink. And I tell people, if you the gallon, about 7.5 or about close to 8 bottles of this, 7.5 bottles of this is supposed to be about a gallon of water. So I stick basically to 4 to 5 daily, and I feel like that helps me a lot. I know my accountability partner, because I'm felt like I was having problems with my electrolytes. I started getting a lot of cramps. I mean, in my legs, a lot of cramps in my feet. Um, and I mean, they were bad cramps. They hurt really, really bad. I think I showed it on one of my videos that I just released, the one before this, on the video of where everything just clumped over. Or if I didn't show it on that one, then it's coming out on the one that I have. But I know I'm editing. I was editing a video that had that in there. Oh, thank you. Emery says, I meant to tell you your dress is nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, and you can see the entries are coming off nicely. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am really, really trying. I tell you, there are some days that I'm just excited to get out of bed and get started with my day. But then also there are those days that I just don't want to get up. Well, not that I don't want to get up. I want to get up, but I procrastinate as far as getting started with my steps. So I have been working on not procrastinating it as much and just doing it. That's what I used to always do. Just do it. That's what I used to always say. Just do it. Just get it done. And still, that is my motto. Just do it. Just get it done. And once you get started, it just gets easier and you get into the flow of everything. But let me show you what I use for my cramps. And I've been sleeping with it by my bed, and I'll talk about it. Just a moment. Okay. So you guys, I have been using mustard. I've been sleeping by, no, it's black on there. But I've been sleeping by my bed with this handy bottle of mustard. Mustard, yellow mustard, just regular yellow mustard, regular yellow mustard, regular yellow mustard. And I tell you, when those cramps start, I'll get it and I'll squirt some in my mouth. A lot of people don't know that you can use mustard to help you with your cramps. I hadn't done it in a long time. The first thing I started thinking about electrolytes, because that's what the problem is. I believe it's either you have a sodium, magnesium, or potassium deficiency, basically. And that's one of the main things I think that really gets you with your electrolytes. M. Ray says, I also struggle with getting out of the bed, like you said, and just do it. Oh, you're doing great. Okay, I know you are. You are doing so great and so fantastic. And you keep me encouraged to keep going. And I really do love that. How fast does the mustard work? It works right away. I mean, the cramps will start like last night. I don't know, but I think I'm getting my electrolytes built back up. I always, before I get out of bed, just give myself this big, huge stretch. I mean, with the arms and the legs and everything just stretching out. And when I start to do that, by the time that stretch gets real good down to my legs, if I'm going to have a cramp, it's usually when I'm stretching and everything starts to, my legs, I always say feel like they start to catch. And I can tell right then I knew I was getting ready to have a cramp and got ready to get started. And I got my mustard, squirted some of that mustard in my mouth, and I tell you, it calmed right down. Now, I would say at least a teaspoon, probably at least that much, about a teaspoon that you would want to take. And like I said, I got this bottle and just decided to keep it by my bed because I have several bottles of mustard in the kitchen. And mustard is very, very good if you're doing keto and different stuff. Like I use a lot of mustard to season my foods and stuff. And then I'll mix mustard and mayo, sriracha sauce, a lot of different things together, coconut aminos and stuff just to make different sauces and dips and stuff that I can use things to your taste bud. But this is so handy if you get the cramps. Mustard. I would use mustard instead of the molasses, too much sugar. Oh, okay, yes. And Emre had told me about using blackstrap molasses. And I used to use blackstrap molasses. It was making cookies. And my grandmother used to give us blackstrap molasses. And I forgot what she gave it to us for. But this works really, really fast, the mustard. So this is one of my staples that I have, and I keep it by my bed. Like I say, it helped me a whole lot. I better take a bite of my food. My taco is starting to get, you know how it gets greasy. I may have to just take it back in there and heat it up again. Okay, I don't even know how, but these tortillas come in handy. So because I don't eat bread, but these tortillas come in handy because you can put whatever food you want in here and eat it like that. Like I said, this one has some shrimp, a couple pieces of chicken. I have my mouth is watering as I'm talking. I have a little bit of grilled onions in here and about 2 or 3 pieces of some grilled mushrooms. Mm-hmm. Good. I'll talk to to swallow this, but this is what I'm making for dinner today. I'm gonna have this meal, and I'm gonna have a lot more protein at dinner. For dinner, I am making the dish that I had last night at Applebee's. It tasted so good. When I'm gonna make mine, I'm gonna have probably asparagus with it, wrapped in bacon. But I'm going to make the chicken and shrimp dish with the onions and the mushrooms. I have everything in there. When I was out shopping, I had bought all that stuff, but I never thought that I could make a dish like that with it. So I'm going to be making that today, and I'll share it with you. I will actually take the time to record that and share it with you. I tell you, that tastes so good. And that was just like the leftovers. So I, of course, I got the when you get ready to leave the container, to bring the food home. Y'all excuse. Mm, I'm gonna sit my food to the side here, and because I'm gonna have to heat it back up in order to eat it. You know how you let tacos sit? Yeah, I am. I'm going to record it when I make the chicken and that shrimp dish together. I kind of idea kind of how they did it or how I want to do it. It was looks like it was blackened chicken and I guess blackened shrimp if you want to call it that. But it tasted so good, and it still has that good flavor and good taste in there. So I want to go ahead and make that for dinner today. They served it with mashed potatoes. I have some cauliflower that I have in the refrigerator. I could probably serve it with cauliflower, mashed cauliflower, which are very, very similar to mashed potatoes. But you have to, for me, I have to season them. I put the sour cream and different things in there to really get them to taste really, really good, you know, where they taste like a potato substitute to me. Um, So that's what I'm having this morning. That's how I'm breaking my fast, or rather this afternoon was 12:19. And I said I was gonna start eating at 12, but it was somewhere around there. And I'll finish that up in just a moment. I'll leave my Give me about 30, 40 minutes to eat that. I'll be through eating this anyway by about 1 o'clock. So, do you already have your meal picked out for today? Have you already planned what you are going to be serving for dinner today? I mean, if you're on a weight loss journey, I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing the 75 soft to hard, I call it. I call it soft because I started off with exercising 1 time a week. So I've worked myself up. Well, I'm just basically exercising all through the day now, I say, but at least twice. One of them is outside, and then one on the inside. Make sure you take your progress pictures today in the dress you have on. It's nice to see you in light color. Thank you. I know I have a tendency to stray toward black, you all. I have a tendency to stray toward black since I have always been bigger, a bigger girl, bigger lady, or whatever you want to say. Wearing black, I've always thought of makes you seem smaller, look smaller, etc. Because that's kind of what you're taught, black. And I noticed I don't care how much weight I lose, even after I lost the weight. I got down to 211. Like I said, 211 is the smallest, not less, but I actually weigh 211 pounds. So I'm working to get to that 211, but I want to actually get down to 100 and under 200. That's my goal. Black is slimming, so they say. Yeah, so I always find myself going back to black for that slimming effect. So I try occasionally to get away from wearing black and try to wear brighter color clothes or colored clothes. And that's something that I work on a whole lot. Um, I was just talking about that the other day that I keep going back to black. And my closet, once again, is overwhelmed with black. Most of my clothes and everything are still in Seattle. I haven't bought very much clothes at all since I have been here. Actually, friend, very close friend came through and they brought some clothes here for us too, so we could pick through them and have some clothes here, more of a choice. But like I say, I'm getting excited. I'm saving toward getting my stuff from Seattle, and that should be happening very soon. I hope by the end of October to be able to get our stuff out of storage. We've been paying on that storage unit for over a year and a half, and they have raised it up so astronomically. I'm paying almost $200 a month now, and that is just way too much. So you have about 20 pounds to reach your goal. Yes, I have about 20 pounds, 20 some pounds to get there. Ain't that awesome? That is so awesome, 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 awesome. So I'm working toward that every day now. I'm not nowhere near perfect. Um, I like this 75 soft hard challenge because it challenges you to do a lot of things, not just helping you with your losing weight, but it helps you form habits. Good habits, it works your brain. It kind of works you all over mentally with everything that you're doing in there. And I don't think my husband's taking my progress picture yet. I took one in here myself, but I told him I wanted him to take my progress picture for today. And normally what I do, I take them, and I do a roundabout, is what I call it, where you put your arms out, the side, the back, the block. I'm working on my back is what I really have to work a lot on. And a lot of times, you can look at the front of the picture, but I like to look at the back of the picture. That tells a good story too, as far as how you're doing in the weight loss journey. And my back needs a lot more improvement. So when my back starts looking good, you're gonna see me just turning around all kind of ways. Yes, but I hope that everyone is having a good Sunday. How did you do during the week on your weight loss journey? Okay. So it's in a little bit. I don't know if it fades all the way out. I can see here, and I really don't know how to stop it from doing that. But how is everyone doing? I was telling someone, I said, every time I get on the phone and do a live or whatever, my phone goes off with notifications or something. I usually turn it down, but a lot of times I just like to leave it up. But how is everyone else doing? Let's see, what else can I throw in here that happened to me this week? So I had the problem with my electrolytes. And yes, you guys, I mean, my toes curled over so bad. Let me see, I'm trying to see if I can make pictures. If I can find those pictures, I can show them to you. Emre says, my mini goal is to get a normal BMI for me. That is 109 pounds. Wow, I don't know what a normal BMI is for myself. Anyway, let's see if I have a picture that I can pull up really quick here. But if I don't, I do know that I have the what I want to say, the video. If it's not in the previous video I released, it will be in the one that I have. I'm releasing now because I am editing, but I'm not for sure which one it's in, where it shows my toes actually cramping up. I have what are known as trigger fingers, you all. And with my trigger fingers, I mean my fingers used to actually just curl up just like that. I could just be sitting and my fingers would just curl. I don't know if anybody's ever had it. And they would be curled down hard where I couldn't move them up. Right now, I'm overweight. You're overweight, Emre? It does not seem like it at all. I'm losing inches, but scale is moving in slow-mo. Yeah, exactly for me. I had got on the scale the other day. Like I said, I'm still at almost the same weight, but I am losing inches. I know that for a fact. My clothes are looser and everything, but I know that happens sometimes. So I'm not discouraged at all in the least. I just keep going, keep doing it. And then I know that eventually the scale, it's going to show up on there also. So don't get discouraged. That's why I'm trying to get on here a little bit more often to keep myself encouraged, to motivate myself to keep going. Yes, trigger fingers hurt because when it was just like my toes. When they down like that, I would find it very hard. I would bring my fingers back up and they would curl back down. It was just like a natural reaction. They would curl back down. So I had to start going to the doctor when my hand would release, and they started giving me shots in my padding. I call it my finger. They gave me shots like there, and there, there. And those were the most painful shots that I have ever taken, most painful shots. And I had to hold still for them. So, somebody would be holding his hand over here, the doctor holding his hand over here, and then somebody holding me through the, up here just saying, okay, you're going to be all right. And I tell you, I would be almost in tears just having to work with those trigger fingers. So, yes. And my trigger fingers stopped once I started doing the ketogenic diet. I stopped my trigger fingers. I stopped having a problem with my hand. And I actually thought that eating the way that I had started eating had something to do with it. Hey, honey. And that was keto, because I was adding in a lot more leafy green vegetables. I was eating a lot of stuff on keto that I hadn't ate in years. And I'm talking about like the leafy green vegetables, adding in vegetables. I did not like vegetables too much at all before I started keto. And then it was just certain ones. Something like the mashed potatoes, something like that. Emre says, I stay off the scale so I won't be discouraged. Yes, getting on the scale can be very, very discouraging, because I find myself getting discouraged sometimes getting on the scale. And I just think, oh, I just can't lose this weight. But that's what the pastor's sermon was today. Wait, be patient, basically. Wait, be patient. Nobody likes to wait for anything. We're all in rush mode nowadays. Nobody likes to wait for anything. Nobody likes to be patient. Who likes to do that? When you want something, you want it right away, you want immediate results. You just don't like to wait. Um, I have been practicing more patience for myself. I tell people be more patient. So I have to practice patience for myself too. It didn't take overnight for me to gain all this weight, and it's going to take me a while to lose this weight. We have to think like that. We can't keep rushing it, okay? It's not going to happen if we rush it. We're going to always be disappointed. So just remember that it takes time. The scale is going to fluctuate, it's going to go up and down. So just know that. Put that scale away. If you're one of those that has problem with I don't want to stay in focus, especially after you get on the keep doing it, okay? Just keep going. Just do it. Whatever you have set, if you're set yourself to go for a walk, like I said, I do 10,000 steps a day. I don't reach 10,000 steps every day. There are some days I don't reach that 10,000 steps, but I try to get as close as I can, so that I'll have another day that I can make up those steps. Like I say, I give myself a whole week to get, 60, 70,000 steps. And then I try to add on a little bit more, each time. Right now, my goal is I would love to be able to walk 100,000 steps. Yeah, 100,000 steps a week. I would love to be able to do that. So that's something that I'm working toward. I'm not saying it's something that I'm going to be hitting here soon, but it's something that I can see in the future. It's something that I can work toward, and I know, it's going to help me a whole lot. What is the cause of trigger fingers? I really don't know what the cause of trigger fingers are, but all I know is that I had them. They're very painful. And now sometimes I feel like I got trigger toes. I don't even know there's a such thing as trigger toes. But okay, to TBH, Emre says, I know I may not reach the mini goal by the end of but being patient and consistent, I will get there. That's right. Patience and consistency, you all, is what is going to pay off for us. And let me stop just a moment. I will be right back. I gotta take one more little break. I'm gonna take this in the kitchen. All right, so I'm gonna like I said, I hadn't taken my medication for today. Let me go ahead and take those. It's very important if you're taking medication, make sure that you are taking them. I have some medications that I don't want to take, so I'm going to talk to my doctor about those and getting off of those, especially things like the omeprazole. Low sorting, I really don't like that because I know that it affects my kidneys, and omeprazole affects your proton pump, which makes you not. I believe it makes you not produce as much nitric oxide, which is very, very important to us. Um, Charlene Hill, keep shining, sister. I haven't seen you in a long time. Love to everyone. Yes, I'm so glad that you are here, Charlene. How are you doing? M. Ray says, my goal is 100,000 a week for the month of September. So far, I have been making it. Yes, you have. I mean, M. Ray be killing those steps. Some days, well, mostly every day, it's 20,000 is what she aims for. And she does a good job of getting there. And she encourages me to, hey, you can at least do 10,000. You know what I'm saying? But they say that you should do a minimum of 8,000 steps daily in order to have good health benefits. They said they used to say it was 10,000, but they said that the real number is supposed to be around 8,000. I've seen someone else that say 7,000. So I kind of stick with anywhere from aim 7,000 to 8,000, but my goal is 10,000 a day, which I have been hitting. Like I said, I don't hit it every day because I know it was one day last week I didn't hit it, but I went so far over on some of the other days, I made up for it where I was able to reach my goal at the end of the week. But let's see here. Let me take these. I always keep some water with me. I try to keep water with me to drink because it's hard for me to drink the water. So like I say, if I can do 4 bottles a day, that's good. 4 bottles a day is good for me. If I can get a 5th bottle in, that's okay. But what I do is I take water to bed. I'm so used to taking care of people like in a nursing home setting, a hospital setting. We always give them water, have water sitting by the bed. So I kind of do that for myself at night. That's just kind of a habit. I have my water there. If I think I may need additional pill or something to help me through the night or something, I got that sitting there. Um, just whatever I need now, I put it by my bed. I've gotten so used to taking care of others that I kind of just set myself up like that sometimes. I think that's kind of a good habit to have. But everyone, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We are so blessed to get through the week and to even be here because there are a lot of people who just not make it here this week. Like I say, even though we don't feel our best, I didn't feel my best this morning, but I know that I'll get up, make my way to church because your spiritual being, you also is just as important as your physical self. Your spirituality is just as important as your physical self. And Miss Charlene Hill knows about that because I look at her for a lot of that type of thing. But I am so glad that everyone was able to be here today with me for my live. And like I say, if there's anything that, any questions that you have that I can help you with, or if anything that you want to share with us as a group, things that work for you. As far as your electrolytes, I know a lot of people use those element electrolytes. I have never tried those. I may want to try some of those one day, but I know I would say the one time or the first time that I did try like electrolytes, the ones that you buy from the store, I had a problem with them because once I drank the electrolytes, I just started getting hot and just not feeling very, very good. And I looked at them and I just kind of felt like I got too much sodium at one time. I wasn't for sure. But I usually just, for my electrolytes, I just try to make sure that I'm eating enough leafy greens, having enough greens and everything in my diet. And then I use the apple cider vinegar and I put a little bit of, potassium. What is it? Apple cider vinegar, a little bit of the lemon juice in it. From a lemon, half of a lemon, and then I'll put a pinch of the Himalayan pink salt because it has 84 benefits or 84 ingredients in it that are very, very good for you. Thank you, Charlene. And she also says to my Ray, doing great. She's happy to see you on. It's been a while indeed. Yes, it has. It's been a while since we've seen each other. But anyhow, I hope everyone has a great, great day. Charlene says love and blessings in Ray. So everyone have a great, great day. Stay focused on yourself. If you fall off, don't beat yourself up. Just get back and start again. I've done that so many times. Just get back up and start again, and don't rush it. Remember, you got to have patience, you got to be consistent, and you got to be dedicated. Okay, your dedication will look a little different than my dedication. Your consistency is going to look different than my consistency. Your meals are going to look different than my meals. Everything is similar, but it's not the same. And I hope that you get what I'm saying. So I'm glad that you joined me today. Everyone have a great day. And I'm getting ready to go change and enjoy myself today. I'm just going to kind of sit around the house since it is raining outside. And I'll probably just go ahead and do my meal prep today. Go ahead and prepare where I can have some proteins in the refrigerator. If I decide that I need a sweet treat for the week, go ahead and get that together. So it's really good to have a meal prep, you guys. I always say that it's good to have a meal prep, to have a meal plan. It's something that you can do in your spare time. But if you're doing a meal prep or a meal plan for a meal, keep it simple. You can have a protein and a vegetable, a protein and two vegetables. Put it two sides. But make sure you're eating enough protein. They say, what is it? 1 gram for every pound of weight or your desired weight. So if I say, okay, I want to weigh around 130, 140 pounds, I'm supposed to eat 130 or 140 pounds worth of protein daily, counted to get there from what I understand. Okay, Emery says, everyone have a great week. Everyone remember, consistency is the key. Yes, it is. So at that, I'm going to end this live. I want to thank you all for joining me. And I'll see you Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. for another check-in. This is Keto Granny saying have a great day. And then between, I will post as many videos as I can, just to show you how I'm doing. And then just to keep us all motivated, keep us focused. And I would like for you to do the same also. So have a great day. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining. Subscribe to my channel. Share it out to someone you think it might help them. Like and comment below if you like this type of comment or content, or if there's anything else that you'd like for me to do or not to do. But everyone have a great day and happy Sunday. Bye-bye.